What's up, YouTube? On the side of a $2.5 million project, my man Pedro.
How you doing?
Hey, we killing the game, dude. Me and this guy have been working on this project. How long?
We've been here for about 3 months.
Okay, here we go. We got our guys. These guys right here. I said, you got white guys on the crew? What'd you say?
They're not white.
They're just light skinned. They're from El Salvador, man. So, Pedro, how long you been out here working?
We've been here about 3 months, starting the tear off, and
That's after we did the tarp twice?
After we did the tarp twice, we tear it off in a week.
Okay, guys, inside this quick little YouTube, I'm going to give you a job site tour. $2.5 million roof. Pedro's going to break down everything we went through to get the job. During the technical part, we're going to look at the roof system, and we're going to make a quick little tour. You're going to learn information on metal roofing. You're going to learn some information about how to sell insurance restoration, large loss deals. This was a tile roof. And my man right here, I couldn't have done it without my man right here, so he's going to give us a tour of the job.
Over here, though.
This is like the last building. We got flat roofs on top of this.
Yeah, so we're just gonna finish installing the metal here. After that, we'll just finish up with the TPO, and we'll be done.
All right, come on through here. What we right when you got here, what did we have going on?
Well, the very first time we came, they had leaks everywhere. We had to tarp every single building, like twice.
Hey, did I go over the top by telling you to tarp all the buildings? Do you think we really had to tarp all the buildings?
That was necessary on most of them, because you can't really tell where the leaks are coming from, and they had
So I made you go up inside the attic of every single
one. We went inside every single attic. A lot of water coming in through the screws. And this was a hot mop. You know, back then when they used hot mop, and that gets water everywhere.
Yeah. So we're over here. They already put the TPO down. They're just putting the finishing touches, or what?
Yeah, we're just gonna do the last strip on the metal. We're putting. You can see right here on this building, we got the metal cap on the very top, the one that goes from the metal to the TPO. So we just gotta put the last strip on the TPO, and that'll be the finished.
Getting to this point wasn't that easy. We got our man Bill. Bill is quite the details guy, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
He ain't taking no bullshit. We're on to the last check, but whenever I signed the project, I don't know if you remember, we got permission to do the tarp before Bill got into town.
Yes.
And then he got into town. What happened?
Well, we got in trouble.
He was pissed, right?
He was pissed because we tarped everything, all the buildings.
He thought we went crazy and that we were going to send him a crazy bill.
Yes.
Which we did have 6 figures worth of work done, and they had board meeting after board meeting. I came like 20 different times. Now, the main thing about closing this is we had to work with a public adjuster and stay in our lanes. And we ended up, after following up, showing him references, going through the process. Even though he had a local roofer, he liked our persistence and he hung in there, even though he tried to fire us. You don't think he liked me that much? No, he does like me. He's cool. Let's go up here and see this job. Oftentimes when you're going off of tile, was there any hard parts of the dry-in or anything like that?
Oh, the hard part is from changing from tile to metal.
Yeah.
Is the plywood.
Okay.
So the plywood, when it has waves on it, on tile you can fix it because you got a lot of overlaps in it. But on metal, we gotta be screwing it down with clips every 8 inches a foot. So you could tell it has a lot of waves if you don't know how to.
So what'd y'all do to prepare the deck?
We had to put insulation boards underneath the panels to make it look a little bit better than what it was. Sometimes they don't come out perfectly fine, but it's better than what it was.
What kind of panel we got here?
Right here we have the 16-inch snap lock, 1.5 inch tall. Pretty good material.
Pretty good material. It came out really clean. This is a 16-inch or
the 16 inches the width of it, and the 1.5 inch is the height of the seam.
And that hides a lot of the different.
Yes, that one you could play around with it a lot, and when it comes to that where it has the waves, you could work better with it, especially because this is a thicker gauge. It's way better.
Let's walk up here some of the technicals of the roof. Was there any problems on this job?
Well, the only problem really was that with the waves on this specific 3 buildings with the flat decks, because I guess they made a design on them because all 3 were exactly the same, where they have a wave on it. But I mean, we used insulation, tapered insulation, played with it and made it look good.
All right, let's go look at it.
Here you could tell, you could still see the wave on the panels, but
Yeah.
it's less. It was really, really bad.
Yeah, there is a little bit of weight, but the striations really help.
They help a lot. Like I told you, the striation and the thickness of the metal as well. So it came out good. It turned out good.
Yeah, so
used up a
how
lot
long
of
we've been working
insulation.
on the project?
We've been here about 2 to 3 months already. We tore off in a week. That's easy. 7 days and we were done. But now installing the metal, it's more detail. So it's taking us 2 months, but we're about done.
You know, Bill is really like impressed with our personal service, from you getting up in the attic to you tarping the roof twice to you being the point of contact. How important is it that the crew and the project supervisor has a relationship with the job and the owner?
Well, it's really important because the more you talk to people, the more you listen to their concerns, the easier it is for you as well on the job. You won't have so much trouble going through it.
And this guy could have been a lot of trouble.
It could have been a lot of problems. But we talked. I kept going back and forth talking to him. When we started, I talked to him like 2 or 3 times a day, and he got used to me. He saw my work. He saw we were doing everything right.
I think you made him like me a lot more. Good work, man. So Mr. Bill Dixon and a lot of the business owners here were really engineer type people. And when you get to a complex cell, you know, different people have different concerns. The biggest thing they wanted to avoid is unnecessary out-of-pocket expense. And I had to build value in future maintenance costs, replacement of the roof. When you get a metal roof on, you save money with insurance. We had an insurance agent on the board. I don't know if you talked to that guy, the Allstate guy. These guys were so excited about potentially having a roof that was, you know, somewhat hurricane proof. You seen any roofs like this get ripped off by the storm?
I haven't.
I have not either, dude.
No.
No, not like this.
Especially not this one, because the inspection asked for us. Inspectors asked for a foot wide on the clips.
Okay, what's that mean?
They want the clips. This metal, we gotta put clips on it. I don't have any laying around right now to show you, but we gotta put clips every foot, and then that's where we put our screws. On this one, we put them at every 8 inches, so it has way more than what it needs.
See, even though the guy didn't trust me that I tarped the roof, I did an estimate for him very quick. I came back with the pictures. I sent him the references. And it was me driving out here, even though I'm the CEO, just kind of putting my tender loving care into the job. 20 different times I probably visited. But bringing a public adjuster in helped. Even bringing in different people. We partnered with the mitigation company. They got to keep all the mitigation money. But the reality is like everybody played their part in the job, but my man right here was a big part of it. And if you want to know how to land projects like this, man, it's about speed to act. And I had to beat the guy next door to do the tarp. I had to beat the guy that was doing the repairs for the tarp. I had to beat the rest of the people at completing the offer. I had to beat them at a solution that involved a public adjuster. And then when it comes to installation like this, man, whether it was the tarp, did the tarp leak ever?
It didn't.
No, because we did this motherfucker right, man. If we would have tarped this shit and it would have leaked, what would have happened?
We wouldn't have got the job.
Would have fucking got lost the job, man. They were so pissed because the tarp was over the tile that we had to re-tarp it. But, you know, the truth was is that...
we took it off twice.
Yeah, we
removed
did.
it twice, and once...
we got paid for it too, man. Look, you know, our guys have been very patient. This job has been a little bit of a long process. It's almost a year later, but the juice is worth the squeeze. And the reason why so many of y'all don't want to do these projects is you think, hurry up, slow down, hurry up, that you get, maybe I'll get too excited about it. I won't be able to finish it. I won't be able to wait. Just the whole idea of all this process takes so much out of you. And I tell you what, man, I got my hopes up a lot about getting this job. And every time Bill would call me with complaints, be like he was kicking me in my nuts, bro.
I mean, you gotta go through all that too. On jobs like this, we all know that. We've worked this for years, so we know it happens.
Hey, man, look, all you got to do, though, whenever a disaster happens, is you got to jump out of a truck. This was a condo. Even though it's a business and there's a lot of businesses in here, each one of these buildings is individually owned. And the way that a decision is made is a group of people decide for everyone else. How many buildings?
There is 19 buildings here.
19 buildings. How many squares?
It is 1,020 squares.
Man, knocked it out in 90 days. We were able to beat lots of contractors out of the deal. Couldn't have done it without a good team. And hey, if you want more content like this one below, just like and subscribe. Comment below what you think. I recommend this metal roofing system. Was it Prime Metal Roofing? What's the name of the company?
Premier.
Yeah. Premier Metal Roofing Systems. They were sponsors at the Blue Collar American Dream Conference. Hey, these metal roofs are practically hurricane proof. And if you don't have a metal roof like this on your Florida building, we can hook you up. RCA, we got you.